So I posted a picture to Instagram of myself just hanging out in a car with Sarah today, and I got a lot of familiar comments. Why are you living with a 16-year-old? Okay, who else is genuinely concerned about this? Onision in his late 30s. What? I'm 31. And Sarah's 16. I'm not gonna accuse anyone, but I just feel uncomfortable when I see those two together alone, that's all. I don't understand why a 30-something-year-old man has to hang around 16-year-olds. Here's someone bringing up age of consent for some reason. Someone speculating that she moved in right after she turned 16 for a reason. And people on YouTube comment things like, this is kind of creepy, like he is in his 30s and they're LOL 20 and less, ew. Greg, get some adult friends already. First off, I'll go ahead and circle all the legal adults in the video that they're commenting on. And there you go. Maybe research what a legal adult actually is. Regardless, I'd like to put the rumors to sleep because they're grossing me out. And the reason they're grossing me out is because we have a bunch of perverts who have a bunch of perverted ideas going on in their heads who are projecting their perversions onto my life as if that is how I live. Please understand that if you see someone accusing me of doing something with a 16-year-old, that is them fantasizing about it. They're creating a fantasy in their head that something is going on that I assure you is in no way going on. Firstly, Sarah is Lainey's friend. Lainey is my wife. They have a platonic relationship. Neither of them does anything weird with the other person. There is no relationship or physical contact, etc. beyond what a friendship would dictate. When I say platonic, I mean they don't touch in any way inappropriately ever. I don't even remember the last time they hugged or if they've hugged. Now, as far as my relationship to Sarah, the same. Sarah and I do not hug, we do not do anything inappropriate. She is simply a person living with us. And you may ask why she's living with us. Well, this is where I kind of hit a roadblock because we're talking about Sarah's private life, which she doesn't want to share with all of you, and she has a right to not have that shared with you. In fact, I told her I was going to make this video, and she very clearly communicated that she doesn't want people to know about her private life. So because she clearly showed disinterest in me sharing her private life / information about why she's here with all of you, I feel it's not appropriate for me to speak further of it. But what I will say is that Lainey and Sarah are friends. There is no intention of a relationship in the future. Sarah is actively working on her education. Eventually, she plans to actually start making videos for her YouTube channel. She's been collaborating with me a bit. And I just want to ask you guys to please get your minds out of the gutter. It's kind of like people in a long distance relationship. You guys are the jealous girlfriends or boyfriends, and you just assume that because you're not looking at every single thing I do when I'm not around you, that means I'm out having sex with somebody. And I assure you, the only person I'm having sex with is my wife. Now, a lot of you did bring up the age of consent in my state being 16. But firstly, I'm pretty sure there's some standard that actually makes it still illegal for a 31-year-old like myself to be with a 16-year-old. I haven't looked it up myself, I haven't researched it, but as far as I understand, even if there were potential there, which there is not, but even if there was, it would not be legal. So the fact that she moved up here when she was 16 has nothing to do with anything you guys are saying. And you know what? The same perverted accusations come up when I work with the mass majority of women in my videos. In the comments, you'll almost always see someone saying, oh, Onision's probably banging her. You may say, well, Onision, you've dated two 17-year-old girls before, so that must mean that you're magically into 16-year-olds now. Well, guess what, Chuck? I haven't dated a 17-year-old since I was in my 20s. The last 17-year-old I dated, I wound up marrying, and she is now 22. So we have my wife, who's now 22. We have my ex-girlfriend who I started dating when she was 17, but we broke up when she was 18. We have another girl I dated around that time who was 26. We have another girl I dated around that time who was 24. And then we have the girl I was with before who was also in her mid-20s. But because you guys are so perverted and because your minds are so screwed up, you just make up all these creepy scenarios and you go spreading them around the internet as if they're the truth. So to those people, understand that I'm consistently disgusted about the fantasies that you create inside your head about my life. In fact, you can talk to anyone that I've collaborated with in a video who I obviously never dated or married to, and they will all tell you I didn't hit on them, I wasn't sexually inappropriate with them. So hopefully this is a wake-up call to all you crazy people who like making up weirdo, gross, perverted scenarios. The plan with Sarah is just to have her live with us till she's finished school, and then she can go out in the world and live her life. Now, as for my wife and my relationship, my wife wanted you all to know that as of this moment, we are a very typical relationship. I'm talking husband, wife, That's it. So if any of you see someone spreading creepy, perverted things that they made up in their mind about my life, about Lainey's life, about Sarah's life, you can send them the link to this video to expose how incredibly stupid and gross they are. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.